Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another movie review. And since we're going around the holiday season, we want to review a Christmas film, which last year I reviewed the original, which is definitely one of the all-time classic Christmas tales. Now I'm going to here to take a look at the 2000 adaptation of that, and that is the Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Yeah, so you can check out my original review of the old one I reviewed last year for that anniversary I did. So here to take a look at the 2000 film, starring Jim Carrey as the Grinch, directed by Ron Howard. Ron Howard I've enjoyed as a director, ever since him from acting in Happy Days, which is I've always been a fan of my mother. The show has always been a fan of my mother's, of course. But How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Really, it was released in November in 2000. It was a box office hit. Made about 260 million domestically and about total worldwide 300 and maybe 45 million. So it was a box office hit. It was given mixed reception. Has about like a 53% Rotten Tomatoes, and I think I forget what I had on IMDb. I think it was like in the mid, like close to 6, and a little bit below in the 5s, I think. But it was given mixed reception. But despite that, it was nominated for a few Oscars. One for best art direction and best for costume design. But it did win for best makeup, belonging to Rick Baker. And which I would say, yeah, the makeup and stuff and costume design I do like, which I'll get into. Although I am still mixed about it to this day though. But it's not what I would say. It's not one of my favorite films from Ron Howard. There's more of his films I enjoyed more though. Yeah, I would say put it down one of my least favorite ones though. But there's still stuff that I still like about the film. Like I said, for best costume design, best art direction was nominated, but it won. Rick Baker won for best makeup, and Jim Carrey's even also was nominated for a Golden Globe for best actor in a musical or comedy. But it was also nominated for 2 Razzies for worst remake or sequel and for worst screenplay. Um, which is understandable though. But like I said, for films that I enjoyed more than this film from Ron Howard, like Splash with Tom Hanks, Cocoon, that's a really good one. Like Willow, Parenthood, Apollo 13 is one of my favorites from Ron Howard. I enjoy Ransom. Um, they did. Ed TV, that's another one. That's one with Matthew McConaughey. I enjoy Matthew McConaughey as an actor, but just it's not another one of my favorite ones from Ron Howard. Ed TV. A Beautiful Mind with Russell Crowe. I have to rewatch again. The Missing with Tommy Lee Jones, same thing. I still have not yet seen Cinderella Man. The Da Vinci Code, I can still watch. But I think Angels and Demons, I think I prefer over the first one. Inferno, I still have not yet seen. I got the DVD though, but I have still not yet seen that one. And of course, in the 2015, In the Heart of the Sea, The Tale of Moby Dick, with Chris Hemsworth, I like. Still, say I put In the Heart of the Sea over this one though. And of course, with Ron Howard as the lead, he's directing the Han Solo spin-off, which he replaced the directors of 21, 22 Jump Street and the Lego Movie. He replaced those directors, so he came in to finish up on the Han Solo spinoff. That's gonna make money. I think it's gonna be like Ron Howard's highest grossing film, no doubt about it. Because Star Wars are these new Star Wars films are big hits now. But getting back to this though, like I said, I'm mixed about it though. But I'll see here. Get what I like about the film. Jim Carrey, I think he still does the best he can as the very good makeup effects on him. I think performance-wise, he still does fine as the Grinch. The score by the late James Horner, I like. May he rest in peace. The production design, I still like how the world of Whoville, I forgot those itchy again. God dang it. I think the production design is still of how the Whoville world still looks like a Dr. Seuss type world. That's one thing I said about the Cat in the Hat movie. As much as a piece of shit that is, how horribly horrendous and tedious it is, I still gave a positive how the production set of that film, how the Dr. Seuss type world, it still looks good. The production design, for the budget for that was there. That's all I gave it, though. Same thing here. It still looks like a Dr. Seuss type world, so the production sets were very good. Could tell the money was on there. The narration by Anthony Hopkins, I thought he did a good job narrating. And I think that's what I enjoy. That's why I think my positives in there. But as the story goes, we all know how stories of how the Grinch stole Christmas. Although one that I just don't care for is how the backstory why the Grinch hated Christmas. I think it was not needed. Like Cindy Lou, played by Taylor Momsen, who plays Cindy Lou. Like she wants to know why the Grinch hates Christmas a lot, and she asked the mayor, played by Jeffrey Tomer, who I like. He plays the mayor. He still's all right though, but basically he's the mayor of Whoville, and basically he's the reason why the Grinch hates Christmas, because when they were kids, the kids, he was a bully, the school bully, made fun of him. You're 8 years old and you have a beard, and he shaved, and people were making fun of him because also that the Grinch, when he was a kid, he had a crush on this girl named Martha, and the older Martha, played by Christine Baranski. He still likes her though, but with the kids though, he made her this little thing, this angel, but the kids are laughing at him. He says, "I hate Christmas," and smashes it. So that's the reason why the Grinch hates Christmas, because he was bullied and he was teased by the guy who plays who becomes the mayor. All that I did not need to hear. This is the book about Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss, he never gave a reason why the Grinch hates Christmas. He just hates Christmas. Here, the whole backstory why he hates Christmas, I did not care for. It was not needed. They'll say, I think the girl who plays Cindy Lou, I thought that's another thing. I think that she did pretty good as well, Cindy Lou. Although she's like, what, 7 here, and although in the book she's like no more, like as told, she's no more than 2. Although that didn't bother me though. But and of course also you have playing the mayor's assistant. You have appearance by Ron's younger brother, Clint Howard, who has cameos in pretty much most of his movies. The Cindy Lou's parents are played by Bill Irwin, who works at the post office, and Molly Shannon. There's the point where they're at the post office, and the Grinch, he's like messing with the mail. It's like, it'll take them years to sort this out. It's just his, and now it's yours. This is hers, now it's his. And the rest of you, jury duty, blackmail, pink slip, eviction notice, jury duty. Jim Carrey at this also, I think he still was the the best part of the movie. Still, he still did fine as the Grinch. Still the good makeup effects in him in the suit, the Grinch suit. He worked well in it. Um, then Cindy Lou goes in the back, sees the Grinch. He falls in the machine like and he like squishes packages that says fragile. And Max won't let him go. His dog Max and pulls her out. Um, and he goes back to his home in his cave. Um, and then, like I said, we get the story about why Cindy Lou searches why the Grinch hates Christmas. Which, again, why he hates Christmas was not needed, not wanted. And then, for one point, oh yeah, by the way, the kid, well, actually, wasn't, who played the kid, the Grinch when he was a kid, which, actually, what was the guy's name, actually? Josh Ryan Evans. Actually, he was not a kid. I realized he was not a kid. He was like a dwarf who had the voice of a kid. Like he sadly passed away in 2002 when he was like the age of 20. So yeah, after all, after all these years, I thought that was a kid though, but actually no, it's a guy who's a dwarf who looks and sounds like a kid, who played the Grinch when he was a kid. So yeah, after all this time, I never even noticed that dude that was actually played by an adult dwarf. And it sucks. It sucks. He's now passed away. Sadly, though, he died back in 2002. Sucks. I think it was like due to complications of heart surgery, which that's sad. It is. But yeah, for that guy to play as like a Grinch when he was a kid, I still thought that was did pretty fine. He did pretty fine acting at the Grinch as a kid because he had like the voice of a child. So yeah, it sucks. May he rest in peace on that. But I thought when he put that part, he did fine. Give her a little respect for that. And then Cindy Lou gets the idea too. They're having their Christmas festival and ask the mayor to invite the Grinch over, which people don't want to. Then Cindy goes over to his cave, talks to him. And then the Jim Carrey, when he acts like the Grinch, he's trying to do all stuff to scare Cindy Lou. He's doing a little bit more over the top stuff, like and making those weird noises. Run for your lives. He is doing a little bit more of the top, but it looks like Jim Carrey's having fun playing as the Grinch. It looks like he is having fun. Yeah, even he's doing some little over the top stuff. It looks like he is having fun. And he says that he doesn't want to go, boots her out, and then he changes his mind. He wants to go find something to wear. He steals like a Who's suit, like a yodeling suit, and Max pushes the button. He sends him flying into the festival, and like for starters, like they give him like this, it's like they force feed pudding and fudges down his mouth and doing some other stuff, and of course it leads up to the mayor being a moron, still being the bully that he is, gives him a present, sorry, and it's an electric razor, and it brings back the memories of him what he did when he was a kid, and he gets him angry. And then it gets him more angry that the mayor wants to propose to Martha. And that gets him also even angry. And then he starts wreaking havoc. Like he burns up the town's Christmas tree. And he sits on this little dinky little car, spins, and it blows up. Him running slow motion when it blows up. That I did not care for. I didn't think that was that funny, honestly. And then they'll blame Cindy Lou because she's the one who caused all this. But beside that, still try to have a very Merry Christmas. And then when the Grinch, and this is also with Anthony Hopkins narrating, and then Jim Carrey starts saying some of the stuff that was from the book, and further on, and like when he throws Max out, he was having a little Christmas stuff on his own. He throws Max out, and he sees the dog has like a beard, like he had an idea. The Grinch had an awful, wonderful, terrible idea, whatever. I forget what it was in the book, something like that though. Then Then we get the whole scene where him constructing a sleigh, singing the song "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." So yeah, you got that. You got the whole sequence of him building his sleigh. Then he goes down to Whoville, and first he goes to Cindy Lou's house, steals everything, and of course the whole thing for like the book, see Cindy Lou thing that's which obviously if it's in the even the in the old cartoon you can get away with it, but in this film like Cindy Lou knows who the Grinch looks like, and him not be able to recognize his voice, or even if he shows his face, he can tell she can't tell that's the Grinch. I mean, the cartoon, yeah, sure though, but when it's in a real life movie, come on, it makes sense. You think Santa Claus has the Grinch face right there? But yeah, that's a nitpick though, but still. Um, so then he takes the tree, and then he goes to all the people's houses, and then of course you get another joke, did not, which seems like out of Ron Howard's depth, because of course when the mayor is sleeping, and the Grinch makes him kisses the dog's rear end, which the dog goes, hmm? And the dog's mayor like when he's like in bed smiling. Did not need to put that in there either. So that's something that's out of like Ron Howard's films do not have stuff like that. Him kiss a guy kissing a dog's butt. Did not need to put that in. That's why some of the jokes in this film were not that funny. Some of them I think was funny though, but more of them they were not. So did not need to put that in there. And he steals everything, and he's about to really leave, but the sleigh's too heavy, so he makes Max pull all the way up the top of what was it, Mount Crumpet, I think it was. And he was about to push it off a cliff until he hears all the, like in the book, everyone starts gathering around the tree, though, singing, Yahoo, is a welcome Christmas. And then the Grinch, saying like in the book, like, it came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags. And then his heart grows a full size heart, and Cindy Lou's on top where the sleigh is and sees her, and the whole sleigh is about to go off, and he grabs it. Then, of course, right here, he gets the strength of 10 men and lifts the whole thing, and they all sleigh ride down the mountain into Whoville. And he was like, alright, I did it. I'm the Grinch that stole Christmas. He was going to turn himself in, but he apologizes, so the cop's like, okay, he apologized. And then Martha turns the mayor down. She wants to be with the Grinch instead. And he flips a little bulb that switches all the electricity on Whoville, and then they all gather around again, and him singing the song. And they all have the feast at his cave, and he carves the roast beast. And it ends with like how it was back into the everything was like all in this snowflake. And it was I forget it was dedicated when the film ended. It was dedicated to somebody. It was like who loved Christmas the most. I forget who that guy is. And then you got that song by which Cindy Lou sang a song in the beginning, but in the credits you have the song by Faith Hill. Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Which I like that song. Which that is a good song by Faith Hill. I do like that. So yeah, I'm still mixed about those, but it is one of my least favorite films from Ron Howard, though. But like I said, there's more of his films I enjoyed more. But like I said, I think Jim Carrey did good. I do like the makeup and the costume of the Grinch on Jim Carrey. He moved well within the suit. The production sets of like all the costumes, the makeup of the Who's, and how the Whoville looks does look like a Dr. Seuss type world, like some like Cat in the Hat, but that's the only thing I can give it. Rick Baker did a good job with the Mel. The narration by Anthony Hopkins, I thought he did a good job narrating. Uh, the late James Horner's his score was good, I would say. The supporting cast, they were all right though. Jeffrey Tambor, Molly Shannon, Christine Baranski, Bill Irwin. I thought also the Taylor Momsen who played Cindy Lou, she also was defined as well. Like I said, the little guy who played the kid as the Grinch kid. Sucks that he passed away that long ago. He did what as respect, he did fine what he did. But the supporting cast, Jim Carrey was like the only good, was the shining point of the movie. But some of the jokes I just didn't care for. Well, some of the jokes I didn't care for, like the dog buck kissing, and the whole backstory of why the Grinch hates Christmas did not need to be put in there. We don't need to know why the Grinch hated Christmas. Just leave it as is. We just don't like the cartoon and the book. We don't know why the Grinch hated Christmas. He just hated Christmas. Here, though, it was always the mayor. He bullied him as a kid. That's the reason why he hates him. They made fun of him. That's why he hates Christmas. But Ron Howard's directing was still there as well, which of course producer Brian Grazer, which collaborates with Ron Howard a lot. But I'm still mixed about it though. Besides those positive things, the film is on for an hour and 45 minutes. I think it was back then. It was a lot faster than I remember, but nowadays I think it's a little bit slower than I do think of it is now. But this film does have a lot of features as well. It has like the Grinch, has a spotlight on location, deleted scenes, outtakes, Who School, makeup and design, visual effects, set decorations, Faith Hill's music video, Where Are You Christmas, the trailer, production notes, and it has a side feature of Max's Playhouse. So there's a lot of features on this though. But yeah. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's been 17 years. Remember, because in the middle of November you had Rugrats in Paris. You have 102 Dalmatians playing at the same time. Wherever this was while this was out, and also you had Unbreakable as well. So November was kind of a packed month in the year 2000. But yeah. I still think I'm gonna say I'm still 50-50 on it, on the Grinch. Yeah, I still am. And still got more gummy bears right here. So you got Jim Carrey's performance, the production, costume designs, makeup, Taylor Momsen, Anthony Hopkins' narration. Yeah, that's more I can say. But I'm still 50-50 about it. That's why I'm in the middle, mixed about it. But I'm sure there's some people who like this though more than I do. But I'm sure a lot of people agree that the original 1966 TV special is still way better than this. I would say so as well. That's definitely a classic Christmas special, I would say. That was like about what? I forget. I think it was like 10 minutes. I think, and still way better than this though. That'll always be a classic. I don't think, to me, over the years, I don't think. Well, back here by the Boston Globe says it's an instant classic. I wouldn't put this as a classic. I don't think though, because over the years, I'm just, like I said, I've been mixed. I liked it a lot back then, but nowadays, 50-50 mix about it. So I wouldn't put this, to me. I can't see this as a classic nowadays. But like I said, it's one of my least favorite films from director Ron Howard. I still enjoy like Cocoon, Apollo 13, more Ransom. So more of those are the ones I liked more than this. But yeah, it's a Christmas attempt. Well, I don't know what I was going to say about that though, but I'm sure maybe people would just rather go watch the 1966 TV special instead. But yeah, so that's my review on how the Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. If the film was a big hit, then that's why in 2003 it led to The Cat in the Hat, and everybody hates that movie, and that's why Dr. Seuss's wife issued no more live-action movies of Dr. Seuss's books. That's why they only did the animated films like Horton Hears a Who, The Lorax, and they want to do an animated of this. So for like I think what 2018. So yeah, wouldn't blame her for hating Cat in the Hat. Think she thinks that these are insulting to her husband's books, you know. So I wouldn't really blame her. But yeah, that's my review for how the Grinch, Ron Howard's version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas from